Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tom Homberger from GBC Media, and we're here today at the Xintiandi Style Shopping Mall to meet the two beautiful ladies behind this great pop-up store and co-founders of BeGifted. Let's go. Good day again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tom Homberger from GBC Media, and we're here today with the beautiful Teresa Wu and Amber Chen, both co-founders and setup of this beautiful pop-up store at the Xintiandi Style Shopping Mall. Teresa, Amber, thank you so much. Good morning.
Nice to meet you. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Fine, fabulous actually.
Great. So we're here in this beautiful thing, and we see that everything is done in the name of BeGifted.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, it might be start with the concept of BeGifted.
Okay.
Yes, please.
BeGifted, as we know, it means someone who received gifts, and also someone who are talented. We call it gifted. So we want to be the bridge in between someone who receives gifts, someone who needs to prepare the gifts, and also people who are talented, those designers and artists. So that's what we do. We are delightfully preparing those gifts to our consumers.
Preparing gifts, so it's all about gift giving.
Yes.
Gift giving.
Selectively from designers, special designers. They included Chinese and overseas designers. And then we select a different collection for our customers. We basically, last year, we are trying to build a platform online, and this year we think for the customer it is important for them to know what we're doing. That's why we are come to here in Xintiandi. We opened this pop-up store. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's a great idea. So, gift giving. How did you come up with this in the first place? What got you into, let's say, as Amber just said, bridging people who want to give a gift and people who want to receive a gift or need to receive a gift? How did you come up with the idea in the first place?
I mean, we are like young, beautiful girls. And, we used to be shopaholic, but we have a lot of things at home. But sometimes you feel it's too much. It's a lot of things, but which thing is you really need? And what kind of things can you tell the story behind? Is it really that matters to you? And for me, that is why we are trying to start our business with gift ideas and also with the meaning of the gift.
With the meaning of the gift behind.
Yes.
So you decided to come up and make it into a proper business, into making it into a proper company.
Well, for me, because I had a lot of experiences about gifting, and whenever I need to prepare something for a best friend, for family, for someone who you love, and it's always a struggling time.
Yes.
And it's very difficult because there's a lot of things you need to you want to make it beautiful, you want to make it meaningful.
Meaningful, absolutely.
Right. So it's spent you a lot of time, and you need to analyze the situation. You need to maybe sometimes it's a lot investment.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
True. So it's difficult, right? So this was one day we were brainstorming, and we think, okay, we are experienced in PR. We love design. We love art. We love fashion. Why don't we make it?
You're shopaholics.
Yeah,
True.
Why don't we make
We
it
have the good sense,
right.
so we think, why don't we make a business of it?
Right, and
trying
there's no
to help
one.
people.
There's no one actually doing it, so it's something new.
So everything was matching
Right.
at that time.
Yeah.
So how did you meet each other? How did you girls come together in the first place?
We're colleagues before, and
okay.
from college we're being best friends for a couple of years. And before that, we really think about it a bit. We're two friends, or three friends actually.
Yeah.
Really good at running a business together, or would that be an issue? We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
But boom, we started anyway.
Boom. It started. How long has it been? Or
It's
how
been
long
a
have you
year
girls-
and a half.
A year and a half.
Yes.
So it's still a pretty young concept, a pretty young company, right?
Yes.
How's it been going so far?
I think the business is growing at this
We're
stage.
happy
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we are seeking a booming sometime.
Make that big step that will
Yes.
take you and your concept,
Yes.
your company to the next level.
Right.
Of course, but I think before that we need more and more, to really know our business and to learn from others, like what we did in GBC with other ladies.
We're gonna get to that in a
Yes.
minute. First, I just would like to hear from you, since I understand that BeGifted is all about design. Everything comes out from designers, independent designers or gifted designers,
And the stories.
and stories, of course, trying to make the design come out of a story and ultimately to the customer or the person that should receive the
Who
gift,
share the
right?
same feelings.
Yeah.
They share the same feeling.
Yeah.
So since we know that China right now is a very design attractive market, there are
Let's
many
see
things about design, happenings about design, a lot of design conferences, conventions, and design week. I think it's happening soon
Yeah, in
Shanghai.
Shanghai, yes.
So
It's
from
actually happened last week.
it was last week.
weekend.
I remember
Yeah.
it was sometime soon,
Yeah.
last week. So, from your perspective, since you're involved in this kind of market, what trends do you see, and how do you see the Chinese market developing together with design?
I think for designers, which is quite good, and which means Chinese people with our conditions more and more better, and people realize design stuff is what we want in our life, and people also realize they want stuff with meanings. I think from here, our business is a booming point. Yeah, in very short future, I think. But in another way, I think with a lot of designers coming up, there will be the final ones will be choosing by the markets, by the real customers. That's why we bring all the designers into our pop-up store. We want to see the result, want to see the reaction people actually have for all these gifts, and what's their real opinion on all this stuff. If you're doing online, all you can see is figure, right?
Yeah.
But here we can talk, we can communicate with our customers, and we can know what they really want and who they are going to send it to. And
That's a very
get to
interesting
know-
point.
Yes, get to
Very
know each
interesting
other.
point, since we know that nowadays most of commerce happens, as Teresa just said, online. People just buy on the internet so that
Yes.
you conveniently have it delivered at home. You don't need to step outside, you don't need to do much, you just buy what you need and you get it at home. So it's interesting to see someone going the other way around, trying to bring people into the store and have that personal feeling into buying something or doing something with the customer. How has been the feedback so far in having people coming into your beautiful pop-up store, and what's the feeling, what's the feedback from people?
Because the way we select our designers and the products we call it gift items. We all have our stories. So whenever our customers coming over, we will introduce those background stories to them, and they got really surprised and impressed. And when they understand these stories, they will think, well, it is really meaningful and it's nice to give as gifts. So you will see the understanding smile is really something comforting, and
It's very rewarding.
yeah, true. So I would say it's quite positive.
Yeah.
That's great. That's wonderful to hear, to see that also, let's say, the old way of having physical people into physical store still
Right.
pays off. That's
And
very
also,
comforting.
because it's about gifting. You will talk to them, and sometimes they would love to share you the stories of the gifting situation, and all of a sudden you become friends. So those products is more like the little warm gifts that's built up in between you and the customer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. So on the other side, in running a small business, since we know Shanghai and China today is attracting a lot of startups and a lot of people with great ideas, but we all know that running a startup, it's not going to a
Right.
playground, and it's
Yes.
not cooking something. So from your perspective and your experience, since you've been running for 1.5 years, what are the biggest challenges that you face, let's say, on a daily basis, on a day-to-day operation? What are the biggest challenges you face?
I mean, for me, I'm always thinking the first year. I'm always thinking survival is very important for this little company, and also people. What kind of people you're working with is very important. Especially we are trying to build up our own team, the first year. And we might, actually I think we are very lucky people, very lucky startup people. Yeah. We might a lot of good, co-workers who's willing to help us and with, great ideas. Yeah, I feel, very blessed.
In your point of view, Amber?
Yeah, I think Teresa and I, we are very good combination as business partners because Teresa's daily basis difficulties is more down to earth. That's something I'm lacking of. I don't have this mindset. So
always dreaming a little bit.
True. So my worries is more conceptual. I will think, how do we deliver our ideas? How do we build up our own content about gifting and trying to split those ideas into different categories. That's my worries because we got so many ideas, but we don't have time to put it in the paper to deliver to people. That's my difficulty.
Yeah. It's funny, when I wake up, all I was thinking was, okay, who I got to pay today?
Who I got to pay today? What do I have to do? Which emails do I have to
and
send?
And then when I arrive home, I will think, okay, who I can collect money from?
Yeah, very down-to-earth thoughts. Reality. But in the end, that's also what entrepreneurship is all about. It's nice to have dreams and thoughts, but at the end of the day, you need that concreteness to make things happen.
Definitely.
That is true. That is true. And you mentioned one important thing, and since you said that you were colleagues before and best friends after that, and so you decided to come up with this idea. It's also kind of a stereotype, but I just want to follow up in saying many people say you should never work with your friends.
Wow.
Exactly. Many people say that, so well, let's hear it from two friends who actually started a business together.
We fight all the time.
All right.
The ugly parts come up.
Not very. That's not very encouraging. Thank you very much.
No, but I think it's good
I think
because
it's a good fight. It's not fight. It's arguments. You have different ideas or opinion. Disagreement on one thing. But we sit down, we talk about it. Sometimes we use aggressive words, not that aggressive, but in a proper way.
No, but we have very good method when one of us is about to explode.
Yes.
And the other one will just give you the space that you can come down.
Step outside a little.
Yeah, that's very
shake hands,
important.
walk away.
And then when you come down, you can come back and have the
we talk again in a logical way.
It's always good when we talk. We found it was like relationship,
True.
After you fight and your business, you finally know what you really see from the business and what your partner see from the business, and you make it grow together, and you talk about it. I think it's good.
Yeah. And also we always have fights with disagreements with your family. It's very similar. I always tell Teresa that whenever we have those disagreements, when we feel bad, but I have the confidence that in the end we love each other, we love the idea, we love the business.
Yeah,
So
we will make it right.
In the end, the key points, even if you want to start to work with your friend, is to always have respect between one another, and from what I hear, communication is the key. Just find the right way to communicate and deal with problems and issues, always respectfully towards one another, and then things should hopefully go smooth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
That's beautiful. That's encouraging to hear in the end, which means there is hope for friends who start a business together. That's very good to hear. That is very, very encouraging. So, also to follow up, as also Teresa said before, let's get back to us, GBC.
Yes.
And as we know that you participated in our first GBC prize for a woman entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And can we have a short feedback on that? How was the experience? How did you enjoy the process and the whole, let's say, build up to the competition itself, and afterwards?
We met a lot of women entrepreneurs in GBC, and the business are very interesting. We talked, we had drinks, and we know, not only us trying to put this small business growing, and there's a lot of girls out there trying to start their own business. It's good to know you don't feel lonely, alone, It's already very hard, but with friends, with all these girls, they're smart, they're beautiful, and you just feel, there's people better than you, and they are still trying really hard. You have to get up.
Right. For me, it's more like a learning process. We were in the early age of BeGifted by that time. Yes. Now still am, but it's very good for us to learn from other team and trying to build up the relationship with them and friendship too. It's a very good platform, I think, for me. Yeah.
So it was. Did you follow up with any of these companies afterwards? Did you keep in touch with any of the other participants? Became friends or something?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we did. Yes.
That's very good to hear. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. Thank you.
And then, of course, since this is one thing, but on the other hand, what do you think it's still lacking in, let's say, the Shanghai entrepreneurs community today that could be helpful? Maybe for you two, or generally for everyone that is in the early stage of starting a company or have a company, but they're trying to grow. What do you think could be done more to help these people and to get these people grow more?
I think we might need like a tutorial or something with someone more experienced to give us a lesson, one or two, sometime.
What kind of lesson? Lessons about what?
About how there's like successful people to tell us their business. Of course, by different business mode. And maybe we can learn from, some, like Michelle, last time we met her, she is, I'd love to, listen to her, to her opinion, where you met some difficulties, and it's all very, in daily life, it's all very small difficulties, but I understand for all the entrepreneur, it's just a problem solver basically. So you have to be ready to solve all these problems.
Encounter problems, get the problem, and know how to deal with it. How to solve it.
But I'd love to listen someone with the big picture, to tell you how your business, from this perspective, how your business gonna, at one point, it will stop, or how do you try to put your business in a big market, or how do you make it grow booming? Yeah, something like this. Yeah. Also, I think we need a platform to connect us with the investors, the real investors, or someone with more experience, someone with more view sight, and
to actually bridge and to get to people who, in the end, they ultimately can invest into your company, not just teach you how to solve problems or how to manage the company, but people that can also help you in actually investing and helping, let's say, financially to grow the company.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Well, we'll do our best to do that. And, well, in the end, since we've seen this beautifully made pop-up store, Shanghai Xintiandi, what can we expect in the future from you two? We have this one. Let's take this one as the first step. What can we expect in the future? Are we going to see any more of these in other places? You have something else planned? Give us a little secrets.
Ooh, that's a secret.
Yes, of course. We are planning ahead. Yeah.
Right.
We're trying to do something Christmas. Yeah.
Well, that's a big gift season.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So we are selecting different designers, and we're still like soaking up. And then we're talking to some real estate agent now to see if we could have opened a real store, but it takes a long time in Shanghai. So you've got.
There's a lot of
understand.
bureaucracy going on in real estate and renting spaces.
Yeah.
Challenging.
Yeah,
Very
but
challenging.
we definitely want to open pop-up store. Yeah, in different
A
formats.
fixed one.
Yeah.
Or pop-up store in different formats, but also to have a fixed, proper, BeGifted store
Boutique.
somewhere in
Yeah.
boutique in Shanghai.
Yes.
That would be lovely. Lovely. So for everyone watching us, if you don't know what to give people for Christmas, these are the girls to talk to. BeGifted. They're gonna set you up, sort out all problems.
Or
Don't forget that.
easier, you can just visit www.welovebegifted.com.
WeLoveBeGifted.com. That's a place to be. If you don't know what to give your girlfriend or boyfriend for Christmas, that's the website.
Yes.
So one last question. Well, I want to hear from both of you. Your advice, personal advice, professional advice, whatever advice to everyone that is thinking right now, watching us, should I start my business or not? One advice or an encouragement from both of you.
Do you want to start?
Well, you've got to have a lot of prepare. I mean, mindly or physically, both, because it's
And
really,
financially.
yeah, financially. I mean, it's a hard thing, but if you're really decided to do it, don't hesitate. Just go with it.
Yeah.
And remember, never settle, never give up.
Amber?
My idea is, well, if you don't do it now, when will you do it? If you think you will never be fully prepared, actually, no one will be ever fully prepared. So just get the idea and do it. Find a good partner, do it.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, brief but very encouraging. So thank you very much, Amber, Teresa, for your time. Thanks for having us in your pop-up store here. And well, we hope to see you do that booming step very soon. And we're very happy and proud to have you in our GBC community. And I guess we'll see each other soon then.
Definitely.
Thanks
Thank
a lot
you,
for
Tom.
that. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All of you, thanks for watching us. Follow GBC, GBC Media, and let's see together what these two girls have for us in the future. Tom Homburger, GBC Media, Xintiandi Style Shopping Mall. Boom!
Bye.